evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bob Cecilio, founder of the Queen Psychic Club, and your host on Psychic Awakening. Tonight's program is being brought to you from the Spring 2007 Psychic Fair, and our next speaker is Carmen Harra. And she's going to introduce herself because her credentials are so long. I can't remember them. I haven't seen you moments. So take it away. Let's hear a nice round of applause for Carmen.
Thank you so much. And let's express gratitude for someone who does this amazing work for all of us for so many years. So, Bob, a round of applause for Bob, because he is so connected to God and wants to bring to you all the awareness about the world beyond physics. I'm Dr. Harra. I'm the only therapist with a license who talks about spirituality. Usually psychiatrists, psychologists will never necessarily touch upon parapsychology. So they will say, okay, you come to me, you have a disturbance in the brain, I'm going to write you a prescription, and I'm give you methadone. So you have to take that and eventually die because you're going to be addicted. So the fact of the matter is there's so much more when it comes to us as individuals. The guy who was speaking before me, I was just listening to him, and I was amazed by the fact that what he was teaching you is that you are beams of light. So we are more than we appear to be. We solid beams of light. So if you tap into your energy around you, you actually open the doors to another universe, to the divinity within you, where there's communication beyond physics. Definitely there is the world of parapsychology. Definitely, as I said, we are more than just those people who think, because we are more than we appear to be. The reason I'm going to choose a very interesting topic for you today, which is called the eternal principle, is because there's such a fascination with the secret. I mean, all of you go, you buy this book, and you said, oh, the law of attraction. Well, the law of attraction exists for thousands and thousands of years, and goes back to the teaching of Abraham, who was the first one teaching us in the Bible thousands of years ago, so what we are within you, you will attract. So that beams of light that you are, you attract different forms of energy. Now, we are energy system, and around us there is that bright light, the biofield of energy. And as I said, the guy before me was asking you, do you see colors? Without even explaining you that when you tap into your biofield, you're going to feel the bright light that is warm. That is your third dimension. You have your body, but you have your auric field and the biofield of energy that is colorful, because the white light doesn't really exist. It's made of the 7 colors of the spectrum. That's why you have 7 chakras, 7 colors of the rainbow, 77 times in the Bible, the element of 7. So when you tap into your field of energy, you see the colorful world that is beyond your perception. The law of attraction doesn't work if you don't know the other laws. I've been published by Beyond Words, and now Beyond Words is the publish house who published The Secret. This is my book, published by the same company who published The Secret half a year before they published The Secret. What they did very well in The Secret, they put together all the laws, and they brought together a lot of people, one law, the law of attraction, but they brought a lot of people to speak with the same topic. So you are convinced that you will attract in your life what you wish for. But it's not so easy. It's quite not so simple. I am working on a new book that is called The Eternal Principle, that shows you that everything that humanity has ever created for thousands of years is based on the eternal principles. That there are laws of the divine versus the man-made laws. The laws that we create. What did we create? We create timing. Timing is man-made. Divinity is without time. The laws of God are not limited. They are forever. What does God mean? Do you know the word God? The word God means Elohim, eternity. So we live forever. That was the way we are programmed to live initially, without pain, without suffering, without war, without restriction. But our man-made laws restrict the human spirit. Look at the world we are living in. Why there's so much war, so much negativity, so much judging, so much blaming. You go to a church, to a synagogue, you shake hands for peace, and you get out, and you get stabbed by the man you shake hands with. And you go inside the church of God, But do you apply God in your life? How much do we know about these eternal laws? Because we're so trapped in our human laws. And our human laws are so cruel and unfair. How many people go to jail without being guilty? You know, our laws can never fix a problem. Think 500 years ago. Would we fix our problems? They change the laws that we create. They constantly transform because we transform. So by our transformation, we look at the world with different eyes. Also, our laws are based on belief system. We believe in different gods. We believe in different systems when in fact God is one. No question about it. Eternity is only one. God is not a person. You know, we establish different belief systems and we create the suffering. We suffer in this world because of our man-made laws. The laws of time, we establish timing. The laws of what? The punishment, of judging, of war, of pain, of suffering. These are our laws. You may say, I don't agree, but look at the world we are living in. Look at the fact that someone takes a gun, comes to the Virginia attack and kills 30 people in a second. Look what happened. Look at the news every day. Which is the world we are living in? Is that a justice, a fair? Is that the law of God? Absolutely not. So what I'm trying to show you, which are these principles that are divine, that are eternal, that are forever, not the principles that are limited. We are limited. We decided to die. It's our decision. I truly believe when the world was created, we were supposed to be here forever. God created Adam and Eve and said, live in peace, in harmony, and you're not going to die. But when you created the sin and you disconnected your body from the divinity, you created death. So we established that, we established limitation. We created time, thousands of years ago. We created the calendars. By the time of Mesopotamia, we established 60 seconds, 360 degrees. Divided by 12, we have our time. 12 hours a night, 12 hours during the day. 12 months, 12 gates to the New Jerusalem, 12 apostles. Everything is according to numbers. So we created what? Chronology. We established timing. The moment we establish time, we're trapped in the time. Because time is limitation. You have a divine code, you're born then, and you die then. And so, in other words, do you acknowledge the difference between what it is that is forever and what is limited? The laws of God go beyond limitation. And the laws of us create the limitation of the human spirit. So the human spirit is trapped. Your need, all of you, of learning about spirituality is because you want to learn much more about you. And is there so much more beyond metaphysics? Of course it is. We are, as I said, we are beams of light. We are not the solid body. We're much more than what we appear to be. This body lives in the present. But the body is made of water and pretty much out of nothing. Gas, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon is the only solid element. But the body, as I said, is made of nothing. If you go beyond your body, you go beyond space and time. You know how afraid you are to think of tomorrow? Because you're most stuck in your past. In the three-dimensional world, which is not the world of God. The three-dimensional world says, okay, that's what happened to me. I've been abused when I was 16. Or, I had this mother, or I had this problem, or I had this suffering in my life, and you get stuck in that moment in time. And you cannot go beyond your past. That's your blockage. That's your memory. You all are here, you spiritual people, which means you want to go beyond your blockages and break the barriers of time and reach the divine world. Is only the law of attraction the law that counts? Absolutely not. Do you know the other laws? If not, let's go through them. So first of all, is the law of one. The law of the divine is the law of the unity, the law of the totality. We are one, all of us together. We have a collective mind. We all suffer if something happens somewhere else, you know.